Hello everybody, it is HitCoder, and today I'm going to be going through Zorin 12. So I wanted to give this OS a try because Zorin used to be my main desktop operating system, but I left it behind because it was a little bit unstable and I wanted to try something different, etc. I did a lot of distro hopping back in the day when I first started with Linux. Back on my early YouTube videos, you may see a lot of videos where I was using Zorin with all my Linux videos. Anyway, so this is the new version of Zorin, and I really like what it looks like. It looks like Windows 7 crossed with Windows 10 crossed with Chrome OS, and I don't know if you'll agree with me on that last part, but this really reminds me of Chrome OS. Now, my main issue is that this is using GNOME Shell for the desktop, and we'll see why. So, first things first, this mouse sensitivity is really bothering me, so... Okay, so, since I've got the settings window open, I'll go through all of this stuff here, but first things first, Start button does not open the menu, and I do not like that about this distribution, as Linux distros nowadays often do use the Start button or super key to open the menu, application menu, which also looks very much like Windows on here, which is very good for new users moving from Windows. And what I like is that this is the Windows 7 layout and not the Windows 10 layout, which I personally dislike, despite using it for a while, and then ending up switching to Classic Shell. Okay, so, volume. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm not sure how pressing space means I want to open the application. Okay, so there's no... Nope. Pulse Audio Volume Control is not installed. Okay. Sudo apt-get install. But yeah, so whilst that's working, we've got the Zorin appearance, which is actually very well done. And also, I really prefer this to the previous Zorin desktop. You could customize the old one a lot more, but this one makes it a lot easier and is a lot more integrated together. It doesn't feel like things have been slapped on top of other things. Let's check my sound. So, I like to be able to monitor all of this stuff. It really bothers me that this wasn't installed out of the box. Anyway, so we have this layout, which... What happened here? I don't think that's supposed to happen, considering the buttons at the bottom left. So this activities button should not be here. My main problem with this is that I know it's supposed to be the Windows XP layout setting, but the start menu is still the Windows 7 one. Which, sure, you can search, that's a big advantage over the XP menu, but if you're targeting Windows XP users, I think they would rather have the Windows XP menu. Now, I'm ever so sorry if I sound like I'm droning on, but I'll just go through these. That's... okay. If I open this, that does come up. Okay, so I'll go back to the Windows 7 / Windows 10 one. Title bar buttons, you can switch the sides if you're a Mac user, or if you are left-handed maybe. Don't know, might be easier if you're left-handed. I'm not left-handed, so I wouldn't know. Animations. So, animations make everything look a lot smoother, although it does technically slow everything down. Technically, it's a lot faster to have the animations off because everything responds a lot quicker, but I'll leave them on for this case of it looking nicer. Now, with this theme, so if we go back here, this is all the main stuff. I like how they've integrated everything here together, and ooh, I really like. Ooh, you've got something right here. Now, GNOME Shell doesn't let you adjust the panel height very easily at all, and I tried to use Manjaro GNOME Edition, and I could not change the height of the panel at the bottom or top, wherever I put it. But this lets you change it with ease. Whoa, I really like that. Whoa, that's nice. Okay, desktop buttons. I'm confused. Panel, desktop buttons. What desktop buttons? Nothing's coming up. Okay, regardless. Why is it completely opaque? Auto hide or hide it when you do that. Okay, looks like something broke because this all worked perfectly fine earlier. Ooh. Okay, I've crashed the desktop. That fixed it. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna make this 40 because that's the same as Windows. So, I'm gonna be using this distro, Zorin, for a week, and if I miss Manjaro, I will go back to Manjaro. If I do not miss Manjaro, I will stick with this until it dies, as in until I break it, in some sense. So, anyway, you can change fonts, but why do other GNOME distros not have this? That really bothers me. So yeah, you can put it on the top of the screen instead of the bottom. Oh, okay. One thing I don't like about some Linux distros is that the Alt key isn't always used. Yeah, on this one, that's good. Super key. On Manjaro, the super key is used for that, and that kind of annoys me a little bit. So you can change the wallpaper for your desktop or your lock screen. I don't like the default lock screen. I'll probably set it to that. That's nice. So it has all the usual stuff. This is the main thing that I think is really good though. Now, when it comes to colours, this is a problem for me because it doesn't give you a selection and there's only 2 colours on each one. Why not give an option for the user to pick like custom colours? Why can't I customize what colours I'm seeing? And it's at this point where I'm going to switch to a dark theme because it does look a lot nicer. Because developers here, you've made the background dark colour the same colour as what all the highlights are, which makes it all go together a lot nicer, and I like that. I really like that. With the light theme, stark white hurts my eyes. Maybe duller white, like on Windows. Not sure, but one thing I do like about Linux is that when you use a dark theme, everything is dark, and it looks really nice. So another problem I've got with this is that I've just broken this. So, yeah, So when you click on this, because the default option isn't listed properly, if you select something else, you cannot revert. And if you change it, I find it looks really ugly because it then breaks all of the consistency. Ooh. Okay, so And this was another problem, Wi-Fi. You have to go into this for Wi-Fi, and on the installer, the Wi-Fi button the Wi-Fi thing was not there. So for new users, they might get confused as to how to connect to Wi-Fi. Regardless, it's really nicely presented. I really like that. So I'm gonna make a quick list. What software is installed? Accessories, we have documents. What is this? Okay, so that's I've got no use for that at the moment. I'm sure that's useful in some ways, but I'm not really sure what it does. So my problem with the default text editor, which is get it, yeah, gedit, gnome edit, whatever it is. But my main problem with this is that the new version, at least, is that there are not many menus. Although it's tabs. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so what software do I need? Audacity. So for now, I'm just gonna open software. I like how that's placed there. That's nice. So first things first, we'll find Steam. If it's not right, okay, that's disappointing. But let's see. Get install Steam. Yeah, okay, Steam was in. Okay, that's another issue I've got now. Why do you list games that nobody plays, yet don't list Steam? I don't understand. But yeah, you're not making this user-friendly here. Okay, you could at least have Synaptic installed. That makes it a bit easier. Sudo apt-get install Synaptic. I was just checking that it wasn't Synaptic Package Manager rather than Synaptic. Was it? Also, I'm now on a Zen motherboard, Ryzen motherboard, with the Zen architecture, and I have a Ryzen 5 1600X. So, I can actually edit videos now, which is nice. Hopefully you won't be presented with the full raw video when I get lazy, because I am extremely lazy sometimes. Makes me lose faith in humanity sometimes. Let's see. Okay, LMMS is in here, but Steam isn't. Fair enough. Firefox is also in here, that's good. So ignore that, because that's a load of bullshit. This has been here for a long while. You still haven't changed this. Now, personally, if it were up to me, I would make the text smaller. That's nice. I'm not sure why you need it so big, but okay. So I couldn't install VLC. Okay. So they're now using snaps packages or snap packages. Sudo snap install package name will install it, and you do not need an account. So that bothers me. If we open terminal, There's also VLC in the repositories, but this is the daily version, so it's going to be more up to date. Sudo snap install. So this one's more up to date, and it's the one the OS recommends, so I'll just install it from here. So while these are installing, I'm going to go see if I can edit Zorin's themes. Oh, that's nice. All of these are specific colours. You know, Zorin developers, you need to make a theme default preset where the user can change to custom colours, because this is... I can't even be bothered. Okay, VLC is installed. Okay. Apt-get install Discord. No, okay, cool. Looks like that's dead. This is a good application. It lets you add several different services together. I use it mainly for Messenger and WhatsApp, but you could use it for Skype as well, just without calls. So you can get it in tar format or deb format, or Discord I mean. If you're on an Ubuntu-based distro like Zorin, you would get the deb file. Otherwise, on an Arch-based distro, you can use Yaourt. I don't know how to pronounce it. The AUR. The command is Yaourt, though. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. So you would open a terminal, go something roll. I'm sorry. Although, if you're on Manjaro, you would just open Kamak, which you would search in the menu, and that's it. Ooh. Wait. Oh, okay. That's one thing I forgot about Linux. When you hold Alt-GR, you can use a lot more symbols than you can on Windows. Usually on Windows it just puts an accent mark above the symbol, but you know. Okay everybody, so as you can see, Zorin seems to have encountered an internal error. Now, this is a common problem with Zorin, apparently, so let's send it to them. At least now my computer is responding. So, it's still recording, and I don't know whether it killed it. Oh well. So now we've got Discord. Let's close this. So we need friends. Got that. Still haven't got Audacity, okay. Okay, apt-get, okay, that's good. Shouldn't take too long. So I'm still bothered that this panel at the bottom isn't transparent. Oh, now it is. Okay, full screen applications make it solid. So very much like Chrome OS. So essentially, that's one of the reasons I'm saying it's very much like Chrome OS. It's got the Linuxy feel, and the panel works very much like Chrome OS's panel, from my experience at least. Right, one thing I would like in this menu is to be able to configure it a little bit, or to have a shortcut to terminal here. That would be nice. Well, okay, looks like that's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to rename. So if I put it in my home folder, Whatever that button does, it broke a lot of things, actually. It crashed the desktop again. Oh, that's nice. Congratulations, Zorin, for fixing yourself. Let's not show that. I forgot. Close, okay. I never showed you this, which is quite good. It's quite basic, but wait, what's web? Epiphany. Why did it just say web? What's Epiphany anyway? I'm curious to know. I know what Midori is, and it's decent, but I prefer using a combination of Chromium and Firefox. Oh, is this the GNOME built-in browser? Yeah, this is probably the GNOME default or something. It's not a bad browser. It looks nice. It looks like the Linux equivalent of Edge. So if you like Microsoft Edge, you might want to install that. But most people use Chromium. Most people use Google Chrome, so Chromium probably makes more sense. So if we go... Ooh, tweak tool. Nice, nice. Regardless, let's have a look at Zorin. Right, so these are the only two applications they've got. They used to have a lot more. Zorin Look Changer and Zorin Theme Changer, but now they are both in the same thing. Honestly, like, props to you, Zorin developers. Does not support Skype calls yet. Hopefully it will at some point, because then I can ditch any other Skype application. So, here's the deb file. 64-bit, 32-bit, 86 is always 32-bit. If you don't know, I'm not actually sure how you would check on Zorin, actually. To see if you're 64-bit or 32-bit, you name -n. Which, this is typically 64-bit. Sometimes it would say AMD 64, but usually that, because that's basic OS architecture. I'm not sure why it's specifically AMD 64, but 1.5, nice. Added spell check, added arc darker theme, and made it easier to make your own themes. Oh, you can make a theme? Okay, fair enough. Added some logic to focus the chat input when alt-tabbing or focusing the window. Marks currently viewed. Added ability to intercept keys. Control enter for sending messages and enter for new line. So that's not the default, but yeah. But yeah, this is a good alternative to Skype, the official Linux version of Skype, so that's nice. So, this works with calls, I think. Not 100% sure of that, though. Can't give confirmation on that. Because it did work with calls at one point, but overall not that broke, because Microsoft are being very picky and messing with things, so... Don't even know whether it supports video yet. I know it did support calls, but not video, which included video and screen share. So if you like FL Studio, LMMS is here, and a lot of people have already heard of this. If you use FL Studio, you've probably heard of this, because it's known for not being as good. That annoys me a little bit. Basically, there is a new version of LMMS that you can only get on an Arch-based distro. I think. Hang on a second. So if we go... The new version of LMMS looks really nice, and this is 1.1.3. There is a new version, though it's only alpha or something. They've got a Discord server? Oh, nice, nice. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay. So it's being worked on, but this version is hopefully, git clone. I'm an idiot. You don't need get anymore. Apt install makes it a lot easier for new users as well. Because, well, I'm not sure. I don't really care. I just use the command, and if it's like, oh, you can't do this, I'm like, okay. Looks a little bit nicer graphically. I think that's it for this video. I will see you at the end of the week when I've decided whether I'm sticking with this or not. And I'll go through all the problems I had using the operating system.